phenomenal family.
Sharon here.
Inga here. So if you are already part of the phenomenal family, welcome back. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like this video. And as you can see in the description box down below, we are going to talk about what nursing school made us. Sorry guys, but I'm
Sister Kondo here.
Sister Shipala here.
You guys are probably wondering why we're putting on uniforms.
Yeah. Today here we are going to share our journey through nursing school. Are you ready?
Okay guys, if you're new to this YouTube channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Like the video, share,
and please turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. Okay guys, without further ado, let's get into it. So I have my points here, so just so the things can flow and we don't startle too much about a lot of unnecessary things. So we are going to I'll be looking in my phone for points. Okay, so let me just start off. It was my very own choice to get into nursing school, simply because initially I wanted to do a lot of things, but at the end of the day I realized what I wanted to do is one way or another way in line with this, which is medicine, and I didn't get enough points for medicine school, obviously. So this is quite the same thing. So yeah, it was my choice. Nobody forced me. I like working with people.
For me, yeah, it was my choice, of course, and it's more similar to what you said. Of course, I just wanted to do something related to, medicine, since I also could not get into medicine school. But well, I'm enjoying it though.
So now, how did it obviously feel when I got my uniform for the first time, when I went for practicals for the first time? Yo guys, okay, when I got my uniform, I couldn't sleep. I'm like, I need to rock this, Sister Ashipala in the building. So when I went there for the first time, I remember very well, I started at 4 West. It's a ward with kind of critical conditions. Yeah, I am not quite sure if it's medical ward or surgical ward, but it wasn't really hectic.
4 West.
No, 4 West. No, my bad. It was 3 West. I started off at 3 West. It wasn't so bad, but there were a lot of critical conditions, things you are not used to. And already when we are doing things you are not used to, you are obviously terrified, but for me, this is my thing, man. I put my whole heart in it, and then I'm just like, you know what, let's get into it. So my first experience, I felt really good in my uniform. Can you guys want to see how I look in my uniform?
Sexy.
So I felt really good, and the week was just flowing, man. There was not really something bad to say.
Oh well, for me it was, of course, the same. When I got my uniform, so what was it like for me? Of course, it was an amazing experience. I cannot even explain the feeling, but it was really amazing. With the uniform, I was so happy, like really happy about my uniform. I took pictures the very first day I got my uniform. Can you imagine? But I love it. Practical wise, it was a bit horrible. I'm such a soft person, and then especially when I saw patients on drips, I took it like it was a deep thing. I was, oh my god, people are so sick. Oh, I can't deal with this. And babies, that is my best part. I love babies, and so yeah, it was amazing.
Okay, to talk about my struggles in my journey through nursing school, in our previous video, I spoke about how I failed grade 12, and that's basically just made a point that let me say biology, it's the subject that I failed terribly. And now to come here, I met anatomy and physiology. I feel like it was more easier for people that did biology on high level, and for me that struggled so much on ordinary level, it wasn't really a walk in the park for me. It was not at all. But I'm not saying it's not like it's not everyone thing, but I struggled with anatomy, to be honest. I remember myself, I cried myself to sleep because I thought maybe I was going to fail this module. I really did. And I got to work. And at the end of the day I made it. So now to go to the practical side, I didn't have much of struggles, to be honest, because I'm good at what I do. If I want to do something, I'll get it done. I didn't have much really struggles or anything. So yeah, it's pretty much nice here, guys. It is nice here.
Struggles, honey. Of course, everything has its own struggle. What was my struggles? What are my struggles? Theory-wise, anatomy. I mean, as long as something has to do with memorizing, it's always a struggle. So I also had a struggle with anatomy last year because I had it my first year. And imagine you have to know all these bones, you have to memorize your skull and whatever. It's just so crazy because I mean, not only anatomy, I also didn't like midwifery. I know it's your favorite. I still don't. I like it when it comes to practical settings, but theory, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of things to study. Okay, practical setting. I don't know if it's because of my personalities or what. I think I'm too soft and I take things too deep and personal. So I always have problem with this, senior nurses. Because I remember the very first day when I started my practicals, I already kind of had a problem with the sister in charge at the ward that I was working at, and she was so mean, she was so strict and everything, and I was just like and I don't know, of all people, she would drag me. It's always Kondo do this, or what is not done, why are you doing this, that. I mean, it's just my first day and they don't care, they don't understand that. The main point is just to get things done correctly. I don't blame them. Of course, I think I would do the same to my students too. And I struggle with soaping. If you're watching this and you're a nurse, you are probably laughing at me because I mean, soaping is the easiest thing in soaping. Yes, yeah, it's basically just noting down the patient's information. I struggle with that. Not really because I'm dumb, just because I don't take things seriously, and I mean this whole writing things, I'm always dodging, and then at the end of the day I ended up not knowing shit because I never did it. I would always run away. So that's pretty much it.
To talk about my experience, it's not really, I don't really go through bad experience, but one thing, number one, I have noticed nursing is not for everyone, to be honest. You need to be patient, you need to have time for house with your books, to be honest, because it's too much content. Let me just I wish you guys I can even show you my general nursing book right now, or my midwifery book. It's about you need to put up with this. It is a lot of content in a few little time. You need to swallow that content. So my experience is basically that I worked under pressure. Sometimes I even feel like my body has been drained, guys. It's so nursing is not hard. Let me not lie to anyone. Nursing is not hard, but nursing is for hard-working people.
To be sad.
Okay, it's not hard, but I know it is for hard-working person. Obviously, if you're a hard-working person, nothing would really almost go wrong, So my experience is that you need to be a hard-working person for you to be in this thing, because we hear a lot of people talking about nursing. We hear people saying nursing is nothing, it's nothing, it's even enjoyable. I understand it is enjoyable, but nursing is not a walk in the park, to be honest. You need to be full house 24/7 at your books. That's why when I'm like, a lot of people, for example, I would tell them, no, I'm not doing shit, I'm busy with my book. They would think you're not the only person with books. I know, darling, I know. But one thing is, even my friends, let me say, for example, my friends that are doing education, I have a lot of friends doing education. I'm not saying education is easy, but my friends are relaxed. But I don't have that time. Even if when I'm on campus, I hardly get time to go outside. Just fresh air, just see my friends. Of course, I maybe have 1 hour. You are seated from 7 until 4. That is my school until 4. And then you are there, seated in class. And then you are just like, huh? You are even looking through the window. I'm seeing Tony there, Sabina there. Oh my gosh, homegirl wants to go out there and take pictures, and just have a story. But it's not like that here, guys. It's not like that. You need to prioritize. Of course, you hardly see your friends, but they understand. It's not. Yeah, my experience at the wards, it's not that bad, but I got to realize that for you to have a good relationship with senior nurses, you should be able to listen. Okay, you shouldn't you are on practicals, but one would think they know better than senior nurses. I know you read your books, certain things that senior nurses are not telling you, but you should not just say no, but sister, we don't do it like this.
But sister, we are not taught this.
You are learning. You are here to learn. You should be able to learn. I'm not saying you should not correct nurses. You should correct them, obviously, but you should have respect. Respect is number 1. So basically, I didn't have nothing. My experience in this nursing school so far is, of course, nice, but practical wise, I do not have a problem. But theory, right now, in my where I am in my academic year, pharmacology, guys. What? I'm like, who invented pharmacology? Who came up with this module? You need to know Panado. What does Panado do? Effects of Panado to the body. How do you reverse toxicity of Panado? Now imagine how many medications do you have?
It's not just Panado, honey.
How many medications do you have? So practical side, homegirl is good to go. But hey, pharmacology. Sorry guys. So yeah,
the experience for me, it's not so different from hers. Of course, it's the same career, but when it comes to theory wise, I think I like to be at school more than on practicals. Why? Because I got classes. I'm not so obedient as her. Of course, who stays in the classroom from 7 to 6? No ways. I don't even know why Kaz didn't speak about it. Of course, he's not so heartless, but okay.
I'm not heartless. I'm tough.
Dead bodies, honey. I had nightmares that day. The very first day I came across a dead body, I was okay. Is this how I'm going to be some days, like lying lifeless and everything? Oh, of course, it's bad.
Yeah.
What else can I tell you guys about? Oh, casualty, trauma. Oh my god, someone coming in the hospital bleeding. You don't even know where they are bleeding from. This person is, you don't even know if this person is still alive. I mean, you're just there. And then this is where you get to work with doctors more, because I mean, you're helping them. You don't really, it's not really your job. You just help them. And then you know what, you guys would understand. I mean, you know how one would act when they also do not know what to do.
Yeah.
They become not rude, but they will shout at you like, bring this, bring that, do this, do that. What are the students doing here?
Imagine.
Oh my god. It is so frustrating, maybe just being shouted at during this whole emergency thing. You also don't know what to do, and then the other person is, sort of blaming it on you. Okay. My favorite part, labor ward. You guys know what labor ward is? Oh, what do I like most about it, or what do I enjoy most about it? Just I'm not naughty, come on, but just that part, it's so special. Of course, everybody would want to experience it, so that is the part where I feel most alive. Like I know what I'm doing, I'm enjoying it. At least sisters are rude, of course, and I'm not rude there.
Sisters are not rude. They are dealing with 2 lives.
You would say you'd think I'm rude when you come in, but I'm not rude. But I also act just like them, those nurses. But it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Nursing is fun.
Okay, guys, please let this video go viral. Share the video. Do subscribe.
Oh, before that, if you think this was interesting and you'd like to hear more about it, give us 100 likes. Only 100 likes. That's all.
Only 100.
And then we do part 2 for you guys.
Because there is so much behind this. We are not done. There is so much.
This is just, as from Sister Kondo
and Sister Ashipala.
Thank you guys for watching.
And goodbye.